Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes. Um, we we've already opened sacred space, and so we're already in the energy. We cannot be together today. We've had I wouldn't call it a storm. Do you call it
Yeah,
a storm?
a foot of snow in a day is a storm. Yes,
Okay. All right.
that's a
And that's
storm.
really unusual. The
It
foot
is.
of snow is not completely unusual. The amount in the short amount that was all in one day.
Yeah,
That we got that. And that's unusual for this area. And
very unusual.
typical for this area, especially where we're sort of settled, is ice over the top of that. So, you just don't go anywhere unless you have to. And summertime, we're certainly close enough to walk. We could walk back and forth. We're just a little bit far though
Uh,
in this
so
weather.
with the wind blowing and the wind
Oh,
drifts,
yes.
to
Yes.
get from my front door to my car, I would have to walk through probably, I'm going to say, 16 to 20 inches
Yes.
of snow. And
Yes.
I'm not doing it. No.
No.
Love the snow.
I'm not
I'm
doing
not doing it.
it.
No.
No.
It's pretty from inside my house. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes. With a fire and yes.
Yeah.
So we're doing it this way today. We would have waited, but we know this family wants this done and we don't want to make them wait any longer. They have a 11-year-old son who is scared. He won't go upstairs in his own home. So we are doing it this way, and we know all of you understand that.
Yeah.
We also want to take a quick moment and say to all of you who watch our videos and try to do what we do, you're not doing what we do.
Please don't.
Yes. We have years of experience prior to getting together, and then together, lots of experience. We have big connections with spirit, with our guides, with guardians, with everyone who paranormal teams. This is what we're meant to do here. We take it very seriously. We do not just jump. That's how you get hurt. There is, and it's not. So here's something too, because we had an email recently, and sorry, the light is coming in the window kind of oddly, so I apologize, but oh, I think I lost my train of thought. It was about watching our videos, and just, it's not just about crossing over a spirit. That is part of it. That's actually not the hardest part. That's actually a very beautiful part of it. With earthies, now, entities that have been around, earthies that have been around for a long time, or something that has never been alive, you need a lot more experience, and they're not going to just go. It's not going to happen. What came up is, because I have someone, how do you explain what we do? How do you explain that? It would be like going into a home, a hoarder's home, all the stuff everywhere, and we go and we clean it up. It's all energetic, but we clean it up. That takes a long time to learn. Dealing with those entities that have been around a lot, the tricksters, the scouts, the different levels of entities, what they're capable of, etc. That takes even longer, and that takes you have to be sort of bent that way.
Agreed.
And not that crossing up, and I shouldn't say crossing over is the easiest part. What's really is, that's not the only thing you do. That doesn't stop it just crossing one over or having them taken. There's some, I mean, you all know, we talk about it. We have teams. I have teams that take those really nasty ones, those ones that want to possess people. the ones that are truly here to hurt people, and they do. We have spiritual guardians. We have teams that take them. So, and not everyone is given that. You have to be, before spirit will grant you those entities, you have to have learned a certain amount. They don't just give them to people. And that's not to say that somehow Mari-Lyn and I are better than anyone. That's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is, please don't go and just try this. This is not just something you can power through, or just, oh, I'm just going to try and take a guess at this, or I'm just going to try and do something. Someone's going to get hurt. The entity's going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. The people you're trying to help are going to get hurt. So anyway, I know there's someone or some people, more than one, out there that need to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Mari-Lyn, just sat back and let me just go ahead and talk. Sometimes that's what happens, because I need to get that out. There's someone out there who needed to have me say that. So there you are. Yes.
Yes, so, and well said.
Mari-Lyn, I'm going to let you take it from here with this specific thing we're doing today.
With this house that we're doing.
Yeah.
So, whew. Sorry, I just got like whoof around my head.
Yes.
I am glad to say that I have not been visited by the Earthies this time. That was Pam.
That was me. Yes.
That was Pam.
Yes. And I'm going to say most likely because I have sort of I am getting to know this person, the person, our client, my client.
Right.
This is my client.
There's a connection there.
There's a connection. So
with you, yeah.
Came to visit me because of that connection. Yeah.
During opening space, of course, we energetically went into the house briefly. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't come to see me just because of that chaotic energy that I felt. I can feel it now.
Yes.
I'm getting a headache behind my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's the only one there.
Nope. We have not watched the video yet that was sent to us. We just open space, sort of got in that energy, and immediately I got two. And I think you did as well.
I did too. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So we have two videos. We have an inside video and we have an outside video.
Yes.
So I think we're going to have to play this a little bit by ear as to whether we watch the inside and take care of it, or we watch them both together and then do it all at the end.
Yep.
I think that remains to be seen, depending on what we find.
Yes. And I want to say, before we even get in there, that so when he came to visit, he came a couple of times and I just shoot him away, said, the first time I didn't make the connection, it was in the middle of the night. You get woken up and I just get kind of angry. It's like, just go, just go. And I have him taken away. And then he came back another time. And I said, we will talk to you when we get there. We know what we're doing now, or we know where you belong now. So, but in this energy, what first came was the confusion. So I think he's really good at getting people in the home confused. Confused, like, did I really see that? Did that really happen? No, that didn't happen. We do that naturally. We always try to sort of debunk or say, oh, that was just that wasn't really a shadow. It was whatever.
Sure. We
try to debunk that. I think he is good at really helping that process along. I know you did not see what you think you saw. You did not hear it. You did not feel it, whatever. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm having a hard time thinking actually right now.
Okay.
I've got really bad pain in my neck, well, specifically in the spine of my neck.
Mhm.
I have a lot of pressure on the front.
Mhm.
I feel like there's no oxygen in my brain. My brain just can't think. Um, Not exactly sure. I'm going to guess that this is how he or somebody there, how they died, whether it was asphyxiation, hanging. I don't know exactly.
Something cut off the airway or something, or it was really hard. Now, do you think of someone from that house? I'm
That the earthy
like died in that house
lives
or
in that
no?
house.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm
yeah,
going to say no.
yeah. That's what I get to. Yeah. And there feels like there was some sort of this is back east. This home
Okay.
feels like there was some sort of something happened, like something collapsed on them. I don't know if there was like a natural disaster, something like that. I keep seeing like
Oh,
a tornado
tornado.
or something like that, and both of them, because I get a male and female.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. He's not super strong, I might add.
No, I see him as a very slight man.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um,
But
yeah.
energetically, he's not like, even when he came to visit, he wasn't bold, boom, right in front of me, being aggressive, being anything. He was just kind of watching me, kind of watcher. So I would, people in that house feel watched. They
Yeah.
absolutely feel watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So
This woman, I don't know what's going on with her yet. She really stands back, kind of behind him, like kind of lets his energy come forward and not hers.
I don't think that they were related in life. Do you? I mean, they could have been.
Um, no, don't go back on that. No,
Yeah, I
that's
could have been, but I don't believe they were.
right,
I
right. Yes,
I do
yes,
not I do
yes.
not believe they were.
No, no, I think it's possible they could have known each other. There feels like there is some sort of connection there. It wasn't like a love relationship, it wasn't anything like that, but maybe they knew
Not
each other.
family.
They were, yeah, yeah, like maybe they
Oh.
were, but they found each other after this happened, and together they have formed a relationship now within spirit.
So what just came was something about a workplace. Whether they worked at the same place,
Oh,
or
okay.
maybe one worked at a place and the other person was a customer or a client or a somehow
Mhm.
there was some connection, but definitely not a family member.
And I don't get that they're very old. I'm getting like they die like I'm getting like 50s, maybe 60s. Like they're not that old. Even maybe even into the 70s. Like, okay, see, now he's doing that confusion thing again. He's throwing stuff at me and seeing what I'll grab onto, what makes sense, what feels better, what feels better. 50s, no. I'm going to say no now to 50s. That's what first came in,
Okay.
but he was trying to confuse.
So I was going to say they may have lived about 50 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And that would
And,
be what? In the
and that would
70s.
be, so yeah, that would be around our time too. Like if they were still alive, they would be around our age. That's what I get.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes. But that would be more than 50 years ago, right? Not a whole lot. Somewhere in there. But they're not only, but yeah.
Yeah, age is really tricky.
Yes, very tricky. And this guy is very good at confusion.
Yeah.
Very good at confusion. Very good. So people in the home, I think there's confusion. I think they get confused more than, or they kind of forget their train of thought. Or can't make a decision. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do this, or maybe I'll have to, I want to write that down to ask about that.
Yeah, that comes in really strong,
Yeah.
like inability to choose.
Yeah.
Like, because they can't focus enough to make a good choice.
Yes.
There's like it's almost like, you know how when there's a fly that keeps buzzing around your head,
Yes.
and it's like you can't.
Yes. And you keep getting distracted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I got this horrible metallic taste in my mouth.
Oh, I have it now too, once you said it.
Sorry.
Okay. That's better than smells. Smells I can't do.
Yeah, that's one I would wish I didn't have.
I know. Both you and I have big energetic smelling abilities. So I'm going to ask about that. I'm wondering if, and they have 11-year-old son, and so I'm going to also ask if he has issues concentrating, like when he's at home. I see it happening more with him than the adults. But the adults, it could certainly happen with. Not saying that's not going to happen, but I'm wondering if the son has now something's in my eye. If there's issues with the son. Yeah, as I'm having issues with SUN. Yes. All right.
All right. So should we get started with this first video?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Let's do this.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
See if I can
Whew.
do this without, oops.
And he's been messing with the internet connection too. So I'm going to apologize right now if things sort of go wonky or something and we don't know it yet. Sometimes we don't know until we play back. So
True.
if that's happening, it's him.
All right.
Or, no,
Yes.
maybe I think it's her.
Oh, was it her?
I think she's the one.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, I think she's the one.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, I got a little bit of like anxiety as soon as you mentioned her.
Yeah.
I got this
I got it.
anxiety. So,
So
all right.
jury's still out on her. I had earlier said she sits back and lets his energy come. I'm not saying that's wrong. However, I think she has more control than she was immediately portraying.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So the screen share is working.
Yep. Oh, your kind of house with those kitties.
Yeah. Oh, my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
Woo, that bathroom. Yeah. There's some energy there that
I wonder if they see reflection in that mirror.
ooh, I'll write that down. I assume this is garage.
Yes.
I was looking down and then I looked up and there. Okay, up the stairs. Oof. I'm getting really hot. This is not old lady hot flash.
Yeah, I'm not getting hot, but there's like this dizzy behind my eyes.
And she is screaming. She does not like us there. She wants him to stop it. She wants him to stop us.
Found myself backing away from that closet.
Mm-hmm. Love the shower curtain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she is agitated.
Oh
Oh my
boy.
gosh. Ah,
Boy, howdy. Yeah.
yeah, she is. And you're hot. I'm freezing. I have goosebumps on goosebumps.
Okay.
Mm. Something about the bathrooms in this house they like.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Um,
Yes.
ooh.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what do you want to watch outside? Do we want to take care of inside?
What are your hits?
So
And again, sorry about the light. There's nothing I can
yeah,
just
I
right.
I want to take care of the inside, but it feels like we need to watch the outside
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Not really what I want, but
Right.
all right. So let me see what I can do here. Woo.
And then she did email me some information.
Okay.
And so when we're ready to hear, I will read it.
Okay.
But we'll start. Yeah, let's watch this first.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So Yes.
I'm gonna try and catch my breath here. So
Okay.
you go ahead and talk.
Um, so definitely the backyard. There was that hill. It was not in their yard. It was next to it, and then the yard. The uh we need to do a lot of cleanup back there. It doesn't feel feels unkept. Not angry, but even confused out there. The land
Yes.
feels confused. The land feels like it needs some love, like it needs some attention, it needs some apologies, forgiveness, some acknowledgement. Ooh, that gave me chills when I said
Yep.
acknowledgement. That was a big chill.
Yep.
Yeah.
That very
I'm gonna move
final
this real quick.
area
This
along
will
the
help.
edge of the fence. Um, Overwhelming confusion. I mean, it took my breath away.
Hmm.
Um, it almost felt like there was a wind tunnel just under the surface
Okay. Yeah,
that shouldn't be there.
shouldn't be there. No,
It shouldn't be there.
shouldn't be there. No, no, no. Not typically where that should be. No.
Ew, ew.
Okay. So I think we go ahead and just take care of the outside first, because I think we start out and come in.
That feels right. Yes.
Now, for all of you watching, we do not have permission to go outside their area,
Mm-mm.
so we can't. It's just not, if something happens, let's say, like in some cases, like if any of you watched the one with Paul, the ancestors of that land, the natives came and they gave us permission to sort of come out into an area that was not owned by a person, like
Mhm.
the neighbors, it was, yeah. Then you can kind of go out. If something like that happens, we can do that here, but pretty much we have to stick within the
Within
perimeter.
that boundary. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that was pretty quick and easy. This is not taking long at all. We are restoring, cleaning up, bringing back balance, bringing back the love, the compassion, the love for the earth, the what is that word that I'm searching for? Sort of it's not really apology, but at the same time it is. It's sort of the spirit thing, and I don't know how, we don't have a word for it.
Mm-mm.
As far as I know, we do not have a word for it. It's this real combination of uh, um, a partnership, a caring, a admiration, acknowledgement.
Um,
Yes.
the best way I could describe it would be compassion and gratitude. I mean, that's so very simplistic, but
But it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Um, yeah, not much to do in the front yard. Same thing, really same thing. All right. Energetically, we can do things really fast. It's part of it, but
Okay, Pam,
yeah.
at the very corner where the house and the backyard meet, I cannot get my bearings. I'm like just spinning.
Okay, so back up.
What the heck is this though? Oof.
I don't know, but if you back up, you can see it clearly.
Okay, that's where the wind tunnel came in. This is an inverted vortex.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Boy, it had me sucked right in.
That could be part of the confusion in the house as well. It may not, well, we'll get to that, how the entities, but it now I don't see it as all the entities. I see the entities. We're going to let Mari-Lyn take care of that. And what I'll say is, so either the entities are using that to their advantage, or they are affected by it as well and bring that in. There's I think it's a little of both. I think they are affected by it and they use it to their advantage to confuse. And I do think she has control over him, which you don't see that often, but that is what, I mean, you do see it once in a while, but very often why this is, I think it's just because the energy, when male energy typically is more aggressive, is bigger, is angrier, etc. Female energy, we're talking about in these realms, so with earthies and such, female energy tends to be softer, depressed, sad, lonely, that sort of thing. And so the male energy is typically able to sort of come in and overpower the female energy. But in this case, it's there was something that happened in life. Okay, here you go. He had a very overbearing mother. You get that too? Very overbearing mother. He ends up right now, he's like shouting at this female entity. He just has no control. It's like mama took his control from him, verbally beat him down until he just had no more left. Like he just had no confidence in himself. He had no love within himself. It just took his self-esteem away. And so now he sort of kowtows to women. And this particular woman, I mean, they just like every relationship we have, except for the ones that we have with our healed spirits, whether it's in 3D or with a spirit, they come together. The energies come together, and that's what's happened here. And her wanting control, her type of, narcissism, the codependence just comes together, fits like a glove.
Trauma bonding at its
yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yes.
All right, so ready to go in?
Ready to go in. I am clear-headed at the moment.
I'm going to read to you what the client has sent
to
us about it.
Okay.
Her son doesn't go upstairs. He sleeps downstairs on the sofa. It scares him to be up there. He hears noises. It just spooks him out. The husband, okay, so that's the son. He doesn't like to be upstairs, and he doesn't go up there unless someone goes with him. His bedroom, he has things up there, but he's too scared, so someone has to go with him. That just breaks my heart.
That is, yeah, that's no way to live. No way to live.
The husband, this is anywhere in the house, not just one place. The husband sees shadows of the corner of his eye, but then negates it, as we do, because that's what we do. We don't, we try to always try to find a reason. Plus, I think this spirit, they keep him. The reason this client asked us to take care of the house, it's not that she didn't believe her son. She just thought it was more energetic, like, the grids are kind of messed up, whatever. she'd go through and she'd do, you know, cleansings and that sort of thing. She wasn't that affected by it. And really the husband wasn't either, other than maybe a little thing here or there, but you can sort of dismiss that, right? But then, I mean, she believed her son. I want to be really clear about that. She believed her son. And then the reason we were just going to clear the house. And then something happened and she said, no, I'm going to send you video because people need to hear this. Right. It was early in the morning. She got up to feed the cats, put all their bowls on the floor. I think there's actually 4 cats. Put the bowls on the floor. They were eating and she thought it was one of the cats doing one of those, you know, those whirling dervish things that the cats do.
Yeah.
And went up the stairs and made all this noise and ran up the stairs. And she was like, oh, and she turned around. All 4 cats were still there. And not only were they there, they had stopped eating and all 4 of them were looking toward the stairs. And she was like, okay. She checked her husband's son, fast asleep. And she said, okay, other people need to see this. And we are very grateful that she decided to do that. She most likely will not come on camera, and that's fine. But yes. So there you go. That's what she let us know. And all of that completely lands with
yeah,
all of us. It just completely lands. Yeah. So I will start. I'll start, go ahead and clearing if you want to take care of the earthies there, or how would you like to do this?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's good.
So I'm going to start. Remember we talked about, it looks like a hoarder's house. Energetically, obviously not physically. You saw her house. It's not a mess. But energetically, it looks like a hoarder's house. It's just, you know, just awful, sort of dilapidated, and it needs some work just cleaning it up. So I'm going to do that. And Mari-Lyn will talk to the earthies there and see what she can do with them.
I have to get them to come talk to me first. There's reluctance here.
I like reluctance. I think that's a great new word. That's just energy. It's just, I'm going to have to ask if she has trouble talking at home sometimes too.
Oh.
So I'm starting. So we did the outside, we're coming in. I am, with the help of my spirit teams, coming in, cleaning things up. Bathroom needs a little extra care back there. We're going up. We're hitting the ceiling or the floor of the top floor. It's a lot messier up here. A lot messier up here. So we're gonna dome.
Okay, I have located them. They're allowing me to come up to the attic space.
Okay. Okay, and I'm glad you said that, because that, I remember her saying something about her son thinks they're in the attic.
Oh, yeah, well, he's right.
Yes. Yes.
He is right.
Yes, he's a sensitive. Yeah. Do you want me to, I'm getting up for, do you want me to clear the attic space or no? Let me know.
Yeah, you can. She's not going anywhere immediately.
Okay.
He
will.
All puffed up like a,
yeah. But he's going, he might even just, well, we'll see. He might just let himself absorb into the light. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Attic. Oof, it's a mess up there. I'm just going to give him a little boost.
Okay, she doesn't approve of anything that's happening in that house. She doesn't approve of the way this 11-year-old is being raised. She doesn't approve of anything.
Well, on her.
And yet she will not tell me what she thinks should be happening.
Oh, well, is yes.
Yes, she's very
Uh-huh.
uh-huh. Um
I'm
she
gonna
keeps him at bay. She's
the
just like, no, no, you just
the who's she keeping at bay?
the
The other
other
Earthy?
the other earthy.
Okay, okay.
Yep, she keeps him. No.
Okay. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I will, it's not gonna take much to cross him over. I'm just gonna do that real
Sure.
quick and you deal
Sure.
with her. Because really he's more of just sort of part of the cleanup. He's not gonna, it's not gonna take much at all.
No, no, it won't. Oh,
All right. So he's gone.
you have piqued her curiosity and she's pissed at you.
Oh, sure. I just took away her lackey, right? The one that did
Yes.
all the dirty work for her. Her, who she had control over. Um, he's gone. He went very peacefully. Felt like grandma came. It felt like a grandma. I don't really know. I was just, I don't do what Mari-Lyn does. I don't sit and do all the, sometimes I do if they really need it, but that's what Mari-Lyn does. And I'm just like, okay, can we just get this over? Come on, go. And
Yeah.
and that's not being unkind. I like, go, you're gonna be so happy. Go, 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 fly, be free. And so that's what I do. All right.
Okay, so she is going to cross.
Okay.
She's all like,
And that happens a lot when we show compassion, even in my hurried compassion, okay? Time is different on the other side, by the way. So even though you see me do it in seconds, on the other side, it's a lot longer than that. Like it's stretched out. And so that was like maybe a 5-8 minute thing that I did. Mari-Lyn, it may look like a couple minutes, but it was even longer. And so it really is not disrespectful or unkind. We're just getting them, they're going where they need to go, but we do it with such compassion and kindness. You never need to be mean to a spirit, ever. There's no reason, even if that spirit is screaming at you, yelling, trying to hurt you, there is no reason to be angry with them or anything.
no.
So
She would have stayed for days
yes.
talking.
She had a lot to say.
She did. What she wanted to talk about was all her wounding. Once she believed me that she could heal, she just started going, and I just let her know that you don't have to go through all this right here.
Nope.
The light's here. You can go. And as she was going, it's so amazing how with some, especially, their demeanor changes. And then she's all like, goodbye.
Yes.
Because she was not all goodbye. When she
No,
was like
no.
right there in front of me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the house feels so much better. So does the yard. As you're talking, I'm continually moving energy, cleaning. I also got it when I was saying there's never a reason to be mean to them. And I know there are times when I sound like I am, especially if I'm using my light language. I am not at all.
No.
There's a tone to it. I don't know why it is. It is this is who I am. It's a holding ground with compassion. And so sometimes, so for those of you that say, I've seen you. And I'm sure there's someone out there that's saying that, Pam, I've heard you. I've seen you do it. No, it is very, it's yeah, it's controlled compassion, and you have to be that way with some of them. You can't give them an inch. You have to.
It could fall into that tough love category.
Yes, beautiful. That,
Yeah.
I love that. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
And I've had many people say, you sounded so angry. What were you saying? It's like, I wasn't. It really wasn't. There's just something about the tone of that. But this feels wonderful.
Oh, excuse me.
We'll contact her today, right when we're done. We will add to, like I said, she had said she doesn't want to be on camera, so I will ask her again. And it's certainly up to her. But most likely she's not going to, but we will add to the end, right after this, we will add how the house feels, what her response is now, and especially her son.
Yes.
SON. Yes. So, all right. So
Cannot wait to hear that he is sleeping in his room.
I know that's going to be so lovely. So wonderful. Yes. So, all right. So
Whew.
down here, see you in a split second.
Okay.
Bye. We're back.
We are back.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was we do many things. That is one of the things that we love doing, I think, the most.
Mm-hmm.
It helps so many people, the spirit, the living, I mean, everyone.
Mm-hmm. And while the action of clearing a home and of course the crossing over of spirits is fulfilling and wonderful,
Yes.
getting the feedback afterwards is still every time it
Yes.
blows my mind.
Yes.
Every time. So,
and I'm glad that has never left us. I'm glad we still, after however
me too,
done, that has never left us.
and I hope it never leaves. I hope I always feel that way.
It's amazing.
Always. So this homeowner did not want to be on camera, so we we respect that. Give her privacy.
Yes.
But Pam, you were in contact with her.
Yes, I am, or have been. So we sent her the video of us clearing. That's sorry, my glasses there's light. Oh well. That's what we do. That's part of the process. You send us in a video. We have a initial conversation with you. We clear it. We tell you it's done. We send you the video. You look at the video and let us know if there's anything you want blurred or something you don't want said, something like that. And then we give you a couple days to live in the house, and then we get back to you again. And yeah, so she watched the video and wow, that was intense, but we are so relieved. Thank you both so much. That was the first thing she said. Yay, thank you.
Yay.
She says the crazy that spot that where you found that inverted vortex.
Yes, outside.
Yes, she said they'd plant things there and it would just die. It didn't matter what it was, it would just die. Yes.
Not surprised?
No.
Oh, I'm so hoping, there, holding thumbs,
Holding thumbs.
that they decide to plant something maybe this spring
Yes.
and
Yes.
that it flourishes.
Yes.
Oh, hoping, hoping.
Yes. I will, put that in her ear. I think she will though. If for no other reason, just straight curiosity. She'll do it, I'll bet.
And
Yeah.
it would make sense. I mean, if they've tried before, it would make sense that they would like, ooh, I wonder.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Uh-huh. She said that the confusion, that's a real thing. She didn't know where to sort of apply that. Like, why am I, you'd think it's yourself. You just kind of go, oh, I must be tired today, or I must, or, we laugh. You and I do it all the time. We kind of blah, 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 and then we laugh and whatever. So that has cleared up. Cleared up.
Fabulous.
Yes. Her energy level is better. Her son, she did not tell her son that it was going to be cleared. He came home. He does martial arts.
Okay.
And there is, I'm sorry, I have to side note, there is nothing cuter than kids who, I love watching kids play sport. Doesn't matter the sport, but like a karate, my kids play football, where in the the gear is so much bigger than them.
Yeah.
It just makes me smile. Anyway, he came home from, I don't know if you call it practice, or I'm not sure what you call that. And he ran right upstairs, she said. And he was even able to shower up there without having them up there too.
Fabulous. Oh, that's my word of the day, I guess.
It is. And he doesn't know why. He just didn't have that same thing that stopped him and that same feeling. So that's gone. He's been spending more time upstairs. He spent the night up there.
So amazing.
Hallelujah. Yes.
So amazing.
Yes.
I am so beyond thrilled.
Yes.
Yeah. Best news ever.
Yeah, he hasn't had a complaint, anything. It's there. This can happen too. It can go one of two ways, really. You're either very aware that the spirits aren't there anymore, or something's changed, and you go through a grieving period.
Right.
Or like him, you just forget that it even happened. You just go back to life prior to whatever. Like, it's not even a thought. You just get on in, and that, I love that. And that's what.
And I love that especially when children are involved, when they just.
Yes. Yes.
Embrace the open space.
Yes. 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 And they are typically far more sensitive than us. Like, if we're feeling it, they're feeling it way more, like tenfold. Maybe not tenfold, but they're certainly feeling it a lot more. Mm-hmm. Kids don't always say, as we know.
True.
This part is awesome. So her husband's not seeing anything, any of those shadows anymore, anything. The cats are fine. They're just going about, just like her son, just going about their day. Not, no weirdness happening.
Nice.
And I had asked her, or told her, okay, we're going to sit down right now to do this video. I text her, any last words or anything you'd like to say? And she said, hi. Yes, actually, I have not had anxiety or worry like I did. I know. I am calmer and weirdly in take charge mode. Get it done. Yes. Even my mindset at work is different.
Her mindset at work.
She was struggling at work. Yeah, since we haven't said who she is, and I will not say who she is, I can say that in her job, she's a manager of people. So the managerial stuff is that, but with the people, she's been struggling a little bit. Even like little bit like, I'm not sure if coaching them is the right word, but whatever that is, as a manager, you know how you do.
Sure.
So that's gone. She's in it now. Take charge. Go, sister, go. So
That is
exciting.
wonderful.
Yes.
So
Yes.
wonderful. I want to say people think I have heard it so often. People talk about it. They have activity at home and they leave their home and they're fine. They're
Yes.
not affected.
Mhm.
That's not true. You're not as affected because you're not in it, but your energy has still been manipulated.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And it does affect everything you do outside of
Yes.
your home,
Yes.
into your work, even into your relaxation time away from
Yes.
home, because you are affected
Yes.
already.
Yes. We will now, here's one of the things that we will talk about, you and I, because it's typically worse when you're at home, when you're in it, right? And so we'll ask,
Absolutely.
or we'll talk to people and say, do you have all these problems? Then you leave the house and they stop, just like you were talking about.
Mhm.
And that is a gauge for us
Yes.
to know.
Mhm.
And typically people will say, oh no, I'm much better when I'm away. However, after we clear it, then they go, oh, it was worse at home, but I was having trouble at work or wherever too. Some people not. Some people it's just at home.
Yes, it's nothing is ever 100%.
No, no.
It's like never say never,
Yes,
never say always.
yes, yes, yes. This is also such a beautiful testimony, I guess would be the right word. When people say, oh, we have a ghost, but it doesn't, we hear this all the time. We have a ghost, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's actually pretty friendly, or it's this or that, or what. It was like, okay,
It just hangs out. It's fine. It's just a
no,
lonely.
no, it's so much more than just having that earthy in your home.
Yes.
So much more than that. So much more. It
No.
looks like a hoarder's home. Like energy's not moving, things are happening, you're getting hurt, you're getting sore, your mood is dropped. And I'm sorry, but for those of you who've told me that, it just does. With all the experience we've had,
Mhm.
that doesn't ring true for you.
No, it
Have
doesn't.
so much
And that's
more
just the
potential.
human. That's just
Yes,
the human.
yes,
Um, what about the earthbound spirit
yes, yes.
that is stuck?
Stop. That's not a kind thing to do to that spirit.
No.
That spirit needs healing, needs help, needs compassion, and not
They
compassion
need
from you.
right, right.
That's
They need
how
healing.
attachments happen, is when oh, you poor thing, I'm going to help you and I'm your friend. We are not friends with spirits like that. The earthies, it's just not. Even healed spirits. My father, the spirit who is my father, or was my father in this lifetime, sure, we have that connection when he was here, but he's in spirit now. He comes in, we get messaging, blah, blah, blah. But I don't have that relationship with him. It's not the same, even with my guides have been with me my whole life. As you know, you're the same way. They're wonderful. I can't imagine them not being there. Yet at the same time, they're not my best friend or they're not a confidant. It is not the same. We have to have human to human relationships, human to
Yes, we
spirit
do.
relationship. Of course, our guides we're going to have more of a relationship with, but it's not like you can go out shopping with them or go, like it's not the same anyway. That's another video. I'm rambling now. Anyway, this was wonderful.
It is. I am so
Yeah.
thrilled, so absolutely thrilled uh,
Yes, me too.
for the whole family.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. We
wonderful.
are honored that we got to clear this home.
We
You
are.
and I did it together. Thank you, Mari-Lyn.
Thank you, Pam.
Yes. Let us know how, what you all think, and
Yeah.
send in your videos. Yeah, I have nothing else to say, believe it or not. Somebody has nothing else to say.
Well, then we should wrap it up.
Yep.
Say thank you
Yep.
and goodbye.
See you next time. Bye.